tonight?
Well, first of all, the turnout, we have to give credit to Chaim Saban. I mean, it all starts there. But the turnout of the people is the most important thing, because we're supporting the kids in Israel who are there to protect us, not just Israel, but to protect all of us. And this word gets back to them. People understand and they hear it. But what impressed me most were the soldiers who spoke tonight. Some of them spoke, from a teleprompter, wonderfully. But the young man who was the tank commander and was injured in Lebanon spoke from the heart and so eloquently. And that's really what it's all about. But the most important thing of evenings like this is we need to be there for those kids who 24/7 are out there protecting us by, every day, every night. It's easy for us to come here, but they're out there protecting us. So I think that's the most important message to come from this evening. We have to be there because they're for us.
I have one question for you. It's an honest question. Why does there have to be a charity for Israeli soldiers? Why doesn't the IDF provide enough for them? How does it work? Where does the FIDF come in? I mean, isn't it almost embarrassing? Isn't it embarrassing that we have to have separate donors like we're I don't get that.
Well, don't forget, Israel is not the United States. Israel, you hear a lot about Israel all over the world, and people think we are a major power. We are militarily, but economically, we have 7 million people that the economy in Israel has to support. And it's not just the military, the IDF. There are many things that the government of Israel cannot provide for the IDF, and that's where Friends of the IDF comes in, to provide the things that the government of Israel simply cannot afford to provide. The economy in the world is suffering today, and we need friends like the friends that were here tonight to provide all those things. For example, we have Chayalim Bodedim, which are soldiers in Israel who come from the United States, for example, and they are alone in Israel. They come to serve, but they don't have family in Israel. One of the things that Friends of the IDF provides is for these kids to fly home and spend some time with their families while they are serving in Israel. It's very difficult for a soldier in Israel to be alone, Chayal Boded. My son was a Chayal Boded, without a family to come home to, for example, on Shabbat, on Friday night.
How is your son a lone soldier? How?
Because we were living in the United States. He's an Israeli. He went back to serve while I was working on Broadway for 2 years. And so he had an apartment. He came home at night. And it was very difficult for him without his mother and father. Things like laundry or a hot meal when you come back, from the field after having served all week. And that's one of the things that Friends of the IDF provides. And so they do provide a tremendous service. And it's all thanks to the support of people who are here tonight.